I've been a graphic designer since 2018, and if you do the math, that is 7 years. And I want to tell you how I got into it because it hasn't been a smooth process and definitely not a straightforward one. So I actually went to University of Graphic Design, did that for 3 years. After that, I was working a cafe job, and during that time I cut down and only worked on weekends. I used to work like all the time. While I was working the weekends, I was looking for an internship, and I did a couple interviews, and honestly, I don't think I've interviewed for anything worse. Like, I remember going to this one interview, the dude's like, all right, look at this website. What's wrong with it? And I was like, hey, I'm not a website designer. But I was like, oh, it looks like there's too much copy. Like, it was copy galore. And the dude's like, no, this is for SEO. And I was like, what the fuck? Do I look like I'm doing SEO? And he just tried to fuck me, and it was just a dirty, old, depressed, fat dude. And I didn't like it, so that really didn't work out. So during that time, I also was trying to do some freelancing. I did like a couple of pieces of work for friends and friends of friends, made some logos, really low paying tier stuff with I was very inexperienced at the time. I had no processes, no systems, didn't even know what a lead or client even was. I was just like, hey, do you want a logo? Yeah, here's some money. And eventually, the cafe I was working for, they opened lots of cafes and they needed someone to do the branding. And they got me to do a branding for one of the cafes, just contracting, like freelancing. I did it, I nailed it. It was fucking sick. And then I did another one, and then I did some more. And then eventually they're like, hey, do you want to start like a graphic design business within our businesses? And I was like, yeah, sure. So we started like a branding studio, I guess. Did that for 2 years, 3 years. Got really good at branding, probably opened 10 to 15 different cafes and restaurants and bars. And then I quit. Then I started my own thing. And now I get to do it for myself. So no journey in design is straightforward, but there is so many career paths out there that just because you think it's saturated, you think it's overdone, everyone's always going to need good shit. Yes, you can use AI. Yes, you can use Canva, but that's not going to make good shit. And people will pay for quality. So don't be that middle rung, be that top rung, because you will fucking stand out on that top rung.